GT channel with Sam Itani, James McKeone, and Taro Kogi.
I got myself behind the wheel of the rather fabulous Lexus LC 500 in wonderful, I will say, flare yellow.
I love that color.
The color is really, really pretty. I will say that. But I will say,
LFA. So
yeah, it does look
totally,
like
completely agree. But the one thing I will say in particular about this, I will say I did not like the wheels one bit. I'm not a fan of those wheels.
They are different. I will give you that.
It's just I'm just not a fan of the chrome. I think is a big one for me. Anything chrome, it always is sort of off-putting. I much preferred the wheels that came on the GSF as opposed to these ones. If that makes sense.
You took this photo, didn't you, James?
I did.
You could have put the door handle back into its place, but it's all right. I'm not nitpicking.
I like that you don't nitpick, Sam.
It is.
I noticed this thing. Sorry.
I like the wheels though. I like the wheels.
Yeah, they look okay on this car. I mean, I can see what James is talking about too. That.
Where did you go, James? Where is this?
This is Newcomb's Ranch. So I went up into the mountains for a drive. My first sort of drive post with all the quarantine and COVID come down. But since I thought I had a driver's car, I thought I'd sort of go for a big drive in it. And so this is what it sort of took me up here to. As I saw Magnus Walker going there every day, I thought, well, if it's okay for Magnus and his Porsches, it's all right for me and my Lexus to go out there for the day. So this is about, say, give or take an hour's drive out from like downtown Los Angeles. So it's rather different from what you sort of see on the regular. So you're saying this photo is better for you, Sam, because obviously the door handle is in?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking here moving forward that you approve these photos, because I don't want to get started on the photos that you took of your most recent vehicle, Sam.
Well, mine are scoop shots, so I can't physically take them.
So. No. Your review, we can look back on GT channel with your photos that you took. You promised me that you were bringing your own photos to the
Toyota. Yeah, the last Toyota truck photos I took. So.
Are you sure? I swear there's a different name for those photos, Sam. But if you're telling me that's you, I will believe you.
Oh, that's right. I had someone else take them. Sorry.
Okay, well, there we go, Sam. So as soon as we get to see your photos, we can look for. But I also, I did a little bit of video here, so I don't know if this is going to come up choppy again. But Sam was very terrified by these videos, Tara, mostly because of the location of where Newcomb's Ranch is, and Sam's never been before. He was a bit terrified. But I, on the other hand, was a fan of the trees and the sky and everything else.
Dude, the compound looks very, very ominous. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
But
very ominous. I wouldn't go there.
So what I'll say about this car. So anyway, so this car, obviously, it's very, very pretty to look at. They've just come out with obviously the what I can hear the sounds of this, but you can't obviously. But the engine sound is truly incredible, and I mean 471 horsepower. You definitely don't need any more. It's very, very fast. It sounds wonderful. I mean, I guess the only difficult thing for me is the price point of about $93,000 for the car, but that's obviously
is that as is or is that base?
That's base. This one that was tested came in at like just over 106,000.
Ooh, 106. Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, you're putting it in the class of classes like an Aston Martin DB car. So if you put it, I mean, that's significantly more expensive. The BMW, I think, to compare it to, comes in like 130. The Mercedes comes in that price. So I think it is a very well-priced vehicle. And I mean, that V8 does sound incredible. And the interior of the car is great. I mean, it's wonderful. I'm just going to stop sharing and then go pick up on some other photos here so I can show you. Because these are the press photos that do these sort of
Halo car, right?
Yeah.
So
why not?
For sure. Yeah.
So I'll just do it. So these are some of the press photos that I'm sharing now. That just show how nice it is. And then I think that the ones what else I like about it is the inside just always looks so pretty. Obviously, the things that we always talk about and complain about and think that could be improved upon is this navigate or the system down here where you have to take your eyes off the screen.
Yeah, it's so hard to. You really got to get used to it.
But everything about the driver's position, the seating position, is phenomenally comfortable. So easy to go into the Sport Plus mode. The dials in front of you sit perfectly. I mean, it is a lovely car. The materials inside is all very, 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 very nice.
And if I didn't know any better, this was taken on the Big Island on Hawaii.
What gives that away?
Oh, look at at the center monitor.
No, that's
right?
definitely not Hawaii, Sam. Definitely
And
not.
the mountain looks like,
Oh, you're right.
there's ocean.
Boy.
So, I mean, it's a great car. Obviously, I had a lot of fun driving it, and I'd love to own something like this. But just a wee bit out of my I mean, it's more the Sam Matani price point, Taro, than the James McKeone price point here at 106,000. I mean, this is basically Sam's like runabout, like that he'd run to like grab like the groceries in.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a 2+2. There's not very much room for those two people in the back there. Let's be honest. It's very, very tight. Also, it's not really got the best boot space for everything. I think
that's trunk. We call that trunk. Yeah.
the boot, Sam.
No,
I think it could really do with being a little bit deeper. But then, because if you're going to go anywhere, and this is basically what I'd consider a Grand Tourer, I think it needs just a little bit more room for a little bit ease of putting suitcases in, is what I think. That's probably my big things.
James, compare it with some of the other we call them coupes. I think you call them coupes, but like a toupee. But anyways, the back seat to like let's just say like a 911 or maybe an Aston Martin, like you brought up, because those back rear seats are pretty much kind of useless too. I mean. Yeah,
I mean they're good to like throw like a soft bag, but you can't put like a hard rolly in the back there. It's like kind of difficult, and then you can't fit more than like 1.5 of them in the boot, so it makes it kind of difficult. So that's why I think it could have been improved upon. If you were wanting to take it away and go like on a trip for a week, safe somewhere with it, you need a little bit more sort of space with it.
Yeah, but I would say 90% of the 2+2s out there, the rear seats are pretty much there for, like you said, put in the sports bag there or something,
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Carry-on bag, standing up.
Or a little kid, I mean.
No, I think even
or
a little
very
kid
small adult.
I think you'd really struggle to put people in the back there comfortably for a good long drive. I mean, going on a drive for an hour, it'd be really difficult. I mean, maybe running them around the block, I think would be great.
Yeah, that's definitely Hawaii.
But yeah. So, I mean, that's my take. I mean, obviously, 2 thumbs up. Can't speak highly enough. Absolutely fantastic car.
And you think the price point is okay?
I think, I mean, the price point of where it's coming in at for 470 horsepower car, that sounds incredible, looks really good, very well fitted out inside. $105,000, $106,000 seems great. I mean, there's a few options I'd probably knock back on here on the list that came spec with. So, but I mean, it is a really, really nice car. And it seems very well priced compared to other vehicles in that sort of range.
Yeah, it's a little less expensive, probably just because it is Japanese, even though for a Japanese car is very expensive. But
and I think also it's getting up there as a little bit long in the tooth as well compared to some of the other ones. Obviously, they've released the convertible version. They've got the hybrid version. But I think that it's been around for a few years, like a few of the other ones, and so that might be another factor in regards to that. I think it's been priced higher in the past, obviously, when it was first released. But maybe that's something to go into it too. I mean, I could certainly see this coming back in a new iteration as a twin turbocharged something or other, as opposed to the V8. I think the V8s are going to be going away now. I don't think we're going to be seeing too many more of them.
I wanted to make a statement though with this going with naturally aspirated instead of the turbo route that everyone else is going. They said, hey, we still think naturally aspirated. That's where you get the torque. There's no replacement for displacement. Is probably what they're saying. So.
That's certainly true. And as the pictures show, I mean, there's a very pretty engine bay as well when I go through. I mean, it does look it's got a lot of plastic on there, but it is a very, very nice engine bay.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, obviously, Sam, 2 thumbs up as you like to ask for.
Okay, good. Very easy to understand those thumbs up, thumbs down. So.
Yeah. But like I said, would happily take the keys to this any day and go out for a drive.
2 thumbs up for me too. I've driven the hybrid version. I really liked it. So.
Nice.
It's just a very elegant, very nice car. So,
yeah,
I need to test drive that car.
Yeah,
I'd love to.